So how is the Rudra Pro electric cycle? Whether you can buy it or not? Let's find it out in this customer review. So welcome back to Electric Vehicles channel, my dear friends. I am Krishna Chaitanya Mandela. Today we have the owner of Rudra Pro electric cycle. So let's find it out his ownership experience in this video. Sir, could you please introduce to our audience and why you have chosen this Rudra Pro electric cycle?
Hi, my name is Krishna. I've chosen bicycle. I used to be actually running a regular 21 gear manual bicycle, Firefox Pro, but I was not very comfortable using that because one of the main reasons is even if you engage both the front gears and the back gears also, the experience of pedaling is not very great. So I had it for a very long time. I couldn't use it much, and then later on I got rid of it. That's when I realized, because even if you have a minor slope, even if you engage both the gears, you really don't get the kind of thrust. You later have to do a lot of pedaling and all. So that was the reason when after I bought that, I didn't even take it for servicing, even though the servicing is hardly 4 kilometers away, because you see that slope up near Wipro Circle, even that pedaling was kind of not a very great experience. That's when I thought it's better to have a cycle which, in case if I am not able to pedal, if it requires too much of effort, there is a problem. That's where I should be able to actually fall back onto electric. So I started looking at all the electric bicycles. I spent almost about 2 months researching all the bicycles that are available in the market, read all reviews, seen their websites, talked to a few people, and then ultimately I zeroed in on Rudra Pro because of the lot of features that these people give. Especially I was very excited about the range. So there was basically when I was purchasing, I had an option whether I should go for Hero F6i or Rudra Pro. Then I realized that Rudra Pro has got good features and the gear system is good, and then more than that, people were very, I would say, very easy to talk to.
So what features attracted you to choose this Rudra Pro?
Rudra Pro, I like the 5-speed pedelec. That's one mode. And second thing is it was 7 gears. And third is the battery range. These are the 3 things. And maybe it's a shade heavier than what other people claim. Probably people talk about 25 kilometers, 25 kgs, 24 kgs. But I don't think that really matters. And the display, I really like the display. Not many bicycles actually claim to have that kind of a display. So that's something which I like. So these are the things. So first is battery range. Second is 7 gears. Third is the display. These are the 3 main factors. And fourth is, they were actually, I felt good talking to, I think I spoke to Darsh.
Okay.
So, and I had questions. He gave quite good answers, and moreover, I am very keen to support an Indian product. So that was my precondition, that it should be an Indian product. There are also other products I actually looked at, but they were assembling in Sri Lanka and all that. I said no. Okay, fine. You don't have everything available in India, but a product which is predominantly Indian, and these guys are youngsters, hardly 20 plus, 24, 25 years. So young engineers starting their venture.
Support that made in India.
Yeah, and of course, it's a made in India product. And young engineers, we should encourage them. That's very important.
So what about the range? You said, what is the range you mentioned?
60 to 80 kilometers.
60 to, have you ever tested that range?
I did not actually test the 60 to 80 kilometers range, but I know very well, I can extrapolate. From my experience, amount of battery that actually gets spent, the amount gets discharged when I ride around, I know 100% in a throttle mode, it will come for 60 kilometers. It will absolutely come, there's no doubt about it.
So what is the top speed you have reached on this cycle? Have you ever tested the top speed? Like I thought the Rudra can reach up to 35 top speed.
See, the top speed is dependent upon, one thing very important about cycles is that cycles are not like motorbikes or scooters, where people have the same riding experience, because except for very rarest of rarest cases where you probably have a heavy breeze coming in and all that stuff, you may have an impact. But cycle has the performance of a cycle, and your experience on a cycle is so totally dependent on the environment. The same road which I ride every day, I feel a different experience because of environmental factors. It's like maybe a crosswind or a headwind or a tailwind, all these things matter. So these are the ones which have an impact. So on a normal, like a flat road, you can easily go up to 25-26 kilometers, and if you are coming downhill, I've seen 36 to 30. Yeah, if you are coming downhill, even without anything, you'll still reach 30-35.
Coming to the seat of this Rudra Pro electric cycle, are you really comfortable with the saddle?
I am comfortable with the saddle. I'll tell you why. In fact, as I told you, I spent a lot of time trying to research the bicycle I want to buy, because I was prepared to pay up to 50k. I didn't want to go beyond that. So I was looking for something within. So I was not looking for something which is like 20-25,000. No, I know most of the people. You don't get that. And then I wanted something which is reliable product. So a lot of factors have gone into this. It's not that like I went to, I think Choose My Bicycle. Choose My Bicycle is a big website. So I've actually gone there and I've studied products. I've reviewed some products. I talked to different people. I talked to some manufacturers. All that stuff. So ultimately, when I chose this, when I got the saddle, even I was not very comfortable with the saddle initially. So I actually took it to a bicycle store close by. I asked him whether I should put a gel seat. He said no, because you already have good springs and all that, so no gel seat. Okay, I started using it. Then I said, okay, I'm not too comfortable. Then I spoke to these guys. I said, ride for some more time, because people have different experience. What I did was, then I actually got a padded shorts, because that gives me the comfort instead of having a gel seat. Because I used to have a gel seat for my previous bicycle, which was the manual one. Then I bought a padded this one. And afterwards, when I started using the cycle, I got adjusted. So it's more like aligned. I'm pretty happy with the saddle.
Okay. What about the suspension? Is it tuned in?
Very good. No problem. I've never had any issue with the suspension.
Both with the seat suspension and different?
Yeah, never had. See, one of the main things is, it's bicycles is what you need to personalize your experience for a bicycle. My experience with my bicycle, because this bicycle I've set for myself. Okay. If you ride this bicycle, because of your height difference and all that stuff, you may not get the same experience that I get. So people have a lot of issues. People say, no, I'm getting leg pain, I'm getting back pain, I'm getting all. Most of these things are not because of this, because of the way you have actually aligned your cycle. If you don't do it properly, you get into all this. So when I don't have, touch wood, I don't have any such issues. Never have had a leg pain or a calf pain or a thigh pain or a low back pain. I haven't had that. Even when I rode 60 kilometers in a single stretch, and I don't take breaks. When I take a break, it's hardly 1 minute break, 2 minutes break. That's all. I don't take a break at all.
So what is the charging time for this?
Takes about 4.5 hours, 5 hours. It all depends upon you want from 0 to this one. Maybe it may take about 6 hours or something. But not charging has never been an issue. Yeah, actually, honestly speaking, I'm happy. I'm happy about this.
What about how often will you charge in a month?
Honestly, because I do a lot of pedaling and pedelec mode, I probably charge maybe once or twice a month max.
Once or twice a month.
That's
so
all.
I think you don't even change any difference in the power bill as well.
No. What kind of power consumption it ends? Not much.
In your 1.5 month journey on this Rudra Pro electric cycle, what are the positives and negatives you have observed in this?
Mostly positives, right? So actually, almost 90-95% is positive, because if you see, I have been I did close to. I think I had a target of completing 1,000 kilometers before August 31st. That's what I wanted it to do. So I did about 800 kilometers in a single month. 800 kilometers, and then mostly I rode on all kinds of roads. And in fact, even the reason I've chosen mountain bike was basically I wanted an off-roader. So I've gone through roads which are terrible, like huge ditches. It's totally potholed roads. Okay. I've gone through completely potholed roads. Never had a problem, because that's where you also get your upper body workout. So I had to balance that. So a pothole road which I'm talking about would be at least a stretch of about 2 to 3 kilometers. So I went by that kind of a road. So I never had a problem. Never had a problem with the suspension. Never had a problem with my seat or anything like that. So
in terms of negatives or improvements in this electric cycle?
Improvements. What I would probably want is, I think the horn is very weak. It's lousy. I am not very happy with the horn, and the light is of no use because I don't ride in the night, so I don't care. But absolutely, that light is of absolutely no use. That's these two have to be this one. But other than that, the only thing is, like for example, because the way you have a battery over here, and then you have the controller here, you hardly have any space where you can actually put a bottle holder. Okay. I don't have a bottle holder, so that's one of the reasons, In fact, I've tried with multiple bottle holders and I don't want anything to drill. So very recently I got this one, so I'm just trying with this. I still have, I just want to see, because that's the reason I actually bought these pannier bags, because if I want to carry my jacket.
What does it cost for you?
The pannier bag?
Yeah.
1500. Yeah, that's a.
And this bottle holder?
This bottle holder is about 350 rupees. I just bought it recently. I'm just trying to see the experience, but I'm not too sure about it. So I put this because this is where I put my mobile, and then I have other things that I put in here. So that way it's okay. The only thing is, I think battery gives out a bit of a noise when you are charging.
Battery, yeah.
Yeah.
The charger, I think.
Yeah. I don't know whether the charger noise maybe. Yeah. That's otherwise, you probably will have the heat issues and all that stuff will be there. That's one. And second thing is that, yeah, I said, like, mostly the issue is with, because I can't really complain about the saddle because I'm happy with the saddle. The issue is basically with the light. If you want to ride in the night time, you're on. There's no way that works. It's of no use. And even the horn is it's a very weak one. That's of no use. But other than that, I don't have any issue with the charging because it's really, I've used it. I've gone through kind of such rough roads. I've gone through real muddy kind of roads. What you call like literally swamps. The whole thing is like, just gets painted in mud, all the slush, everything.
So in the rainy conditions also?
Yeah. I rode a lot of times. I rode in the rain. I actually would take my bicycle out when it's raining itself. I didn't even have a jacket at that time, so I actually enjoy riding in rain. So I took it out on, but it's not like a pouring, but good, reasonable drizzle where people would actually go for a shade. I went with that kind of a thing. I actually went cycling multiple times, not once.
What about the service offering from Toroid?
That's they are setting up. So I have not really used their service yet, because I know somebody who can actually fix it for me. But yeah, I think they need to actually fix see, ideally speaking, I would want somebody to come home and then do my service. Okay. And then that's what it is. Even if somebody charges me some money, if he comes and does it at home, it will be comfortable for me. I don't have to take it out. So service is, I think what's very important is the initial assembly is very critical. Because it's not a self-assembled bicycle. So let me be very clear about it. You just simply can't see a video and assemble a bicycle. You have to go take to a professional, assemble it properly, set it up properly, get it personalized for your experience and all that stuff. Only then it will work well. Otherwise, it's not. Not everybody. Everybody can't. You need to have an understanding about how to actually fix the bicycle, because you need to check the chain. Whole lot of things are there. In fact, that's why I say, bicycles are a tougher proposition compared to scooters and bikes. They are much easier.
So finally, what is the price of this electric cycle?
I think it's about 47, 48, something like that. That's what I paid for 15 AH.
What is the warranty they provided for you on the battery and the electronic components?
I think battery and electronic components probably have about 2 year warranty or some stuff like that. 1 year warranty, I'm not too sure.
1 year?
I think 1 year, must be 1 year. I don't know, I'm not too sure. I've never bothered about it. Honestly, I don't care. I didn't care for because I know, see, that's one thing, I'm a typical, I don't care for that, because I know I know somebody who can actually fix my bicycle when I need, so not a problem. And warranty, another big plus which actually they don't, in fact I told them they should talk about it, is they actually give you an upgrade, which is an awesome thing.
And one more thing, you have mentioned like you have shifted to an electric vehicle because of the reason when inclining the flyovers, it is a big hectic task for you. So do you find this Rudra Pro
very comfortable, very comfortable,
value for that?
Very comfortable. I kind of lot of slopes I've gone by, so I don't have an issue at all.
What's your weight?
I am 67. I'm 67.
You're able to?
Yeah. I'm 67 and I'm 58. That's my age. So I'm comfortably riding, so not a problem at all.
So after a complete, ownership review for 1.5 months, so will you suggest Rudra Pro electric cycle for someone who is willing to buy an electric cycle?
Yeah, I think it's the best value for proposition, best value for money and value proposition under 50,000. If you are willing to pay, in fact, honestly speaking, if probably a better known brand gives the same features, they may charge you 60,000. That's what it is. So these people are giving you a good value for money, and it's pretty sturdy. I don't think there's nothing fanciful about having a carbon frame and all that. So I don't care. I'm quite happy about it, because those things don't matter, because if you put 2 water bottles, it will add 2 kgs weight. So you're not a professional cyclist, where you need to have that lightweight kind of a thing where you really need to. So for me, it's more fitness, and it's a big pleasure for me. I love it. So that's one thing. And as I was telling you, the biggest plus they have is you can always upgrade your battery. As long as you don't damage the battery, you can always upgrade it for an additional cost. You can get a higher battery, which is a very big thing. I don't think many people give that. But you should have some service. That will be very good.
So that's the complete ownership review from Mr. Ramakrishna, and he seems to be very satisfied with this Rudra Pro electric cycle. But some minor improvements, especially the lighting is not suitable, and they could have improved the light as well. These are some minor improvements in this Rudra Pro electric cycle. For genuine information about electric vehicles, please do subscribe to Electric Vehicle channel. And if you are using an electric vehicle and if you want to share your ownership review with us, please fill the form link in the description below. Faster updates, please to follow our Facebook page and website.
Go green, go electric.